to welcome Mr. Sanjay Kumar, who is the Secretary General of the AGI, to say a few words. Sanjay?
Thanks, Rajan. Honorable Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Dr. C.P. Joshi, Mr. Alok Upadhyay, Secretary, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, my colleagues, I think it's a proud privilege to welcome each one of you to this workshop, which is a path-breaking moment where the Association of Geospatial Industries has displayed and demonstrated its capabilities and commitment towards working with the government for developing better infrastructure, and especially with regard to road transport and highways. Well, to begin with, I'm sure many of you would have noticed yesterday there was a report by Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, which has come up with a report that Indian economy is turning around. That's a very positive, preview, or in this background, I think this workshop makes a lot of added advantage and importance. Indian economy definitely is moving very well, and after a little bit of hiccups and all, we are bouncing back, and that is what is being realized and recognized by the world. Well, I think several industries play a key role in building an economy. And I think geospatial technology forms the core of those industries, be it infrastructure or energy or governance or mining and exploration. Each and every place we need to know about the location, we need to know about the assets of the country, we need to know about how to use those assets for better planning and management. If you look at transport infrastructure, I think that transport infrastructure is very important for the economic development, and more so for decentralized economic development. Honorable Union Minister has been associated with the Ministry of Rural Development in his earlier assignment, and he definitely understands more than us about the importance of building infrastructure in the rural areas. If we have good quality infrastructure in the rural areas, in B-class cities as well, I think the concentration towards the urban centers and overall development, concentration will be less, and the equitable development will be more. So I think that's where the road transport is one thing where we have to put a lot of emphasis. We have good, the air network, we have railway network, largest railway network in the world. But if you look at the highways, we have to develop those highways where we can go to the cities for 300 kilometers or 400 kilometers within 2 hours or 3 hours, so that the urbanization which is happening in this country, located around Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Calcutta, and all those things, start moving towards the second cities or third cities. And that's what is the key importance of road transport infrastructure. When we go to the United States, we see that if I have to go to Washington and I have a meeting in Exton, which is about 250 miles away, I don't mind just driving down and doing my meeting or having my office there, because I can always come back to the Washington, D.C. within 2 hours. So that's where the key role of infrastructure is there, and I think this is very important in component for a much long-term economic development and equitable development of this country. Let's look at what geospatial can do in this sector. I'm a layman. I have no technical background, but if I look at experiences around the world, what's happening in the field of geospatial, and especially with regard to the transport, you see there are certain phases. You have to plan your transport infrastructure. You have to build your transport infrastructure. You have to operate that transport infrastructure, and you can have to maintain those transport infrastructure. We have huge number of technologies like surveying technologies, which we use in, first of all, understanding the physical topology and understanding the roads. And after mapping that, high quality mapping, we get into the GIS mode, where we add all the attribute data with regard to habitat, with regard to the industrialization, and do the visualization that what kind of options we have, and if we build a road like this, what will be the impact of that road infrastructure on the habitat. So that's where the GIS comes as a very handy tool. And then you move towards construction of the road. When you're constructing the road, you can use geospatial technology and machine control technologies for better construction of the roads, very fine quality construction. And then you move to the carpeting of the road, where you use GNSS technologies, you can have the alignment to the level of millimeter accuracy. When you're using GNSS technology while carpeting of the road, we can use that, about